Coco Chanel was a celebrity fashion designer. She brought the little black dress to public. Her fragrance Chanel No. 5 was the most popular. She worked in neutral tones of beige, sand, cream, navy, and black in soft fluid jersey fabrics with the simple shapes that did not require corsetry or waist definition. She helped bring out the flapper look.
Jean Lanvin had a long, straight style with intricate trimmings, impressive embroideries, and decorations. She manufactured products ranging from menswear, sportswear, and lingerie. Paul Poiret was a fashion designer that moved women from wearing the corsets to chic gowns. Irene Castle was a society dancer that introduced the bob haircut.
Louise Brooks was a well-known famous actress. She wore the Dutch boy cut, making the black helmet a popular hairstyle.
Al Capone was a famous gangster. He inspired the look of an American gangster.
The women of the Harlem Renaissance had many necessities for each social class. Most women wore stockings. They came in many colors, most popular being flush, nude, and soft pastels. Knee-highs were made of latex and were designed in bright colors. Arms were left bare not only for evening but during the day. Makeup most popularly worn was rouge, powder, and lipsticks. Instead of heading to the powder room, women began carrying around compacts and applying it in public. They would outline their lips and fill them in with deep shades of red, brownish reds, plum, and orange lipstick. Rouge was applied to the cheeks for a rose to raspberry color. Popular shoe styles were the T-strap and peekaboo heels. Pointed toe heels were also in style then. All heels were over 2 inches high. Popular fabrics worn during this time consist of chiffon, silk, and satin, because they were lighter and cooler than earlier fabrics of cotton and wool. In 1926, the one-hour dress was designed to make it easier for women to get dressed or home sew their own clothing.
Bobbed hair became stylish after World War I. It was introduced by Irene Castle. It was usually accessorized with a cloche hat. It was cut short to the bottom of the ears or chin. Often the hair was parted to one side. Occasionally, bangs would be included by cutting them square. The Dutch boy style was very square-looking with bangs and made popular by Louise Brooks, a well-known actress. The shingle style was very short length at the back of a woman's neck. It was to lay flat on a woman's head and cover her ears. Sometimes spit curls, known as little ringlets, were put into the hair of a young woman's forehead or cheeks. The ton crop was named after a British boys' prep school. It exposed women's ears and was cut short all over.
The style of the upper class during the Harlem Renaissance was classy and elegant. They preferred to show off their wealth in clothing and accessories. Daytime looks consist of the long calf-length skirts with a blouse and a cloche hat. A cloche hat is a skull-fitting hat that was pulled well over the eyes. Foreheads were considered unfashionable in the 1920s. Evening wear consisted of a long body-hugging dress that flowed out at the bottom near the mid-thigh to mid-calves. They wore bold jewelry, including pearls and other gemstones. Upper-class women added buckles, bows, and sequences to add to their look. Fur coats or coats with a fur neckline were very popular among the fortunate.
The style of the middle class was similar to the ones of the upper class, although they were not at the same expense. The people of the middle class had few nice outfits that they kept for special occasions. Daytime looks consisted of casual skirts and blouses. Since they did not get out as often as the upper class, they had few evening time outfits. They consisted of fairly nice calf-length dresses, usually adorned with a belt around the middle torso to create a flow over the hips. Jewelry owned by the middle class would consist of long beaded necklaces or shorter necklaces of big beads. Normally, they would own few pairs of heels.
The style of the lower class was more ragged and less fortunate. Many clothes looked like old hand-me-downs from the casual look of the middle class. They wore knitted dresses, usually down to the calves or ankles. Lower-class citizens during the Harlem Renaissance usually wore flats for shoes, or some slipper-like shoe. They did not wear much jewelry due to not being able to afford much. They made do with what clothing they were given or could afford.
The flappers and their styles did not emerge completely until 1926. A fashionable flapper had short, sleek hair and an average shapeless dress. They exposed their limbs. The eyes of a flapper were dark and smoky, and their eyebrows were finely plucked. A flapper's hairstyles were full of curls that would frame the face. They wore camisoles and ruffled skirts.
A celebrity during the Harlem Renaissance wore what an upper-class person would wear during the evening, usually consisting of tight dresses, heels, feather boas, and fur coats. Celebrities would be seen wearing these clothes at any time of the day.
Musicians found at the Cotton Club, a popular nightclub during the Harlem Renaissance, would usually be wearing shimmery, long dresses to stand out on stage, and men wore nice dress pants with long jackets and bow ties.
Men wore suits known as sack suit for appropriate day dress for gentlemen. With the shirts, colored shirts of putty, peach, blue-gray, and cedar were worn. Shaped silk ties in small geometric patterns or diagonal stripes were secured with tie pins. Black bowler hats became very popular among men to complete their ensemble. Black patent leather shoes were most popular for dress. Casual clothing usually consists of two-tone shoes in white and tan or white and black. French tongues on oxfords and brogues were popular too.
Golf coats and Norfolk coats were usually worn with knickers. Baggy pants donned during the year 1925. Trousers were originally made of flannel and appeared in shades of light tan, silver gray, fawn, lovat, blue-gray, and pearl gray. They were tight and stovepipe skinny. Gray flannel trousers were also known as grayers. Tweed became a popular fabric, being made of hand-woven wool fabric from the Scottish Highlands and Islands.